I guess we're live. All right. I'm going to assume. Oh, connecting. I see. There we go. All right. Usually you get a countdown like, oh, and away we go. Hello and good morning, or whatever time of day it happens to be in your part of the world. Welcome to the first ever. Well, not the first ever. I guess I did last week, but definitely leaning into the Substack live streaming. I've been enjoying it very much. Good morning, Devin. Good morning, Vast Exits. Let's see. Is that a family name, or let's see? That's all right. Let's see. We've got a very exciting live stream project for us today. We're going to be doing a big kind of character amalgam project for returning backer commissioner Ezekiel, my good buddy from Singapore. So I'm very excited to be working cross continents on this comic project. Coffee sip. Mm-hmm. Let's see. And yeah, no, I've been also been doodling around with Substack streaming options, and I'm liking what I see here. So I think this is definitely going to become a recurring thing. So let's see. Ezekiel has sent me all of these awesome characters that he wants combined. This is a character. See here, there's a character that has appeared in the canon of Evangel a few times in the background and stuff like that. That's one of his. But let's see. He's got all these characters that he wants me to combine into one big kind of cover splash page thing, and I'm happy to oblige. So let's see, for the art folk in the art curious folks in the audience, this is one of my favorite things about drawing digitally, is the fact that you can just move characters around and kind of resize them, reshape them, move them to wherever you want. Also I want to ask, pose a question at the start here before we get too far. Do we like the horizontal screen orientation more, or would we prefer a vertical screen orientation? I imagine it depends more on like whether you're watching on your phone or whether you're watching on your desktop or what have you. But if you have a preference, I'm still learning about all the live streaming and stuff. So please, if you have a preference as to whether you prefer that I cast my video in vertical or horizontal orientation, please let me know. I would very much like to make this the most pleasant experience for my viewers as possible. So let's get started here. I do have a few instructions. First and foremost is that this character here is going to be in the foreground. I like him. Got the whole notebook thing going. Got, let's see, very artsy fartsy kind of thing. So I'm watching on my phone. Horizontal or vertical makes a difference to me. That excellent point, Devin. You can you can turn your phone. Whoa. And considered that. Let's see. I draw pretty pictures. What can I say? Let's see. All right, let's get it started here. So, okay. So really at this point, I'm just kind of, let's see, focusing on what just kind of the pose and the position and, what kind of, let's see, the pose and position and rather than, sizing it properly and composition and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I should. Okay. So yeah, just doing the hand. He's got his notebook there. Hey, Jason, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Let's see. How is every little thing? Let's see. So let's see. And, paying attention to the stuff in proportion with itself. So the sketch pad, I think, could be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to move that around. And then, let's see. And I think, let's see. Got the head position, got the arm position. I think I'd like to make this a little bit closer to the notepad. I'm gonna go full Bob Ross here. I hope that's all right with everybody. Let's see. All is well. Making my art, chasing my daughters around, sometimes both at the same time. And yeah, a good spot. So yeah, I'm in a good place. And that's all. What more can you ask for? So, just going to attach the notebook, and then I was thinking, let's see, I'd like to do a little bit of a Death Note flair going on here, because like this character gives me art. This character definitely has artist vibes. So I'm gonna go for the whole light Yagami where it goes like whoosh, and kind of has that going on in the background, So going to maybe okay, and here if I can see myself when I'm and the little window at the bottom there, I can actually use that for reference. So hey, how about that? Let's see. Okay, so need a little bit more of a twist to the shoulders here, I think. Here, and then head's going to be a little bit lower, so I think we're going to drop this down a skosh and put the eye line more in line with the shoulders and beef up the head meats a little bit. There you go. Yeah, that's the official artist term for it, is the head meats. Let's see. There we go. Boop, boop. All right. There you go. Do. And all right, so this is a bit of a more tricky view angle on the hand. So this is where reference is always important. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Hey, congrats, Jason. That sounds like a much more satisfying place to work. I hope you're and it sounds like you're happy. So, how that is indeed the case. Let's see. There you go. All right, pen. Yeah. And again, this is just kind of the rough stage, so we can keep things a little bit loose. And fingers down there. The guiding finger on the pencil there. I've recently discovered that there's like not a small number of people that kind of hold their pen at a stylus like this down here, and use their ring finger and their pinky finger for like the guiding hand and stuff like that, or for the guiding the stylus, and that's just so interesting. Yeah, to me, like they'll hold it here, or what is the thing that I saw today? Like I actually saw a kid drawing this past weekend at Planet Comic Con, drawing like this, like he was holding it like yeah, like he's gonna stab it. There we go.
We've all been there.
I mean, I cannot say I've never wanted to stab my art, but I say I don't feel like I've ever actually done it. So, yeah. So I mean, whatever works for you. I'm not no judgment. There's not a right way or a wrong way. Like as long as you're making good, as long as you're making good art, hey, whatever works for you, right? But let's see. It's just interesting to me. Let's see, but yeah, I have been to Munich, Jason. It is a lovely place and just like so much history, both modern and ancient. Was around there, so or in Munich. So yeah, have a good time. I know you're a beer guy, so yeah, highly recommend trying the Munich lagers and what have you, or the München style beers. And be sure to grab yourself a Munich beer stein, the mugs. They're clay mugs. They have them in a lot of the stores and such, and in a lot of the gift shops. But they're great fun, and they remain one of my favorite. They remain my favorite. One of my favorite beer steins. from which to drink of back home. So I will say not always dishwasher safe. So if that's important to you to keep the artwork on the outside, yeah, that might be a hand wash. But yeah, no, it's like I said, remains one of my favorite beer drinking mugs. There you go. Let's see. Did I visit castle or concentration camp? Both. Let's see. Let's see. My geography is a little rusty, but yeah, when I was in Germany, I visited both the concentration camps at Dachau and Buchenwald, and let's see, and then also like the cool thing about Germany and Europe at large is like you can't throw a rock without hitting a castle. like yeah, there's just like castles, like every town you go to is going to have like some castle or another. Let's see. But let's see. I would definitely recommend, though, if you're interested in castles, the little town of Rothenburg or Rothenburg for the American pronunciation. It's a this super charming little town that has managed to be almost perfectly preserved from medieval times with just because it was kind of insignificant, both strategically and uh, like economically, it was just kind of insignificant. So it mostly got left alone. But nowadays, it's a great place to visit if you're interested in seeing as I said, a perfectly preserved medieval German town, and also picking up some, and also just picking up some medieval history in general, and also just seeing a really quaint and scenic and picturesque town, and also just learning some really interesting history. So yeah, I cannot recommend Rothenburg enough. So anyway, hey Scott, how are you doing this fine morning? Hofbrau, Salzburg, I think we were going there. Nice. You're going to have a great time, no matter what. I can definitely tell you that. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, greetings. The Mad Scott has appeared. Let's see. All right. So now I've got our first character down and going to just kind of put him. So again, the nice thing about digital is I can just kind of move him around and put him where I want him. So it's kind of a primary character I'm getting from my notes and stuff. So I'm going to play. So he's going to be front and center. And, gonna still need to land him a little bit, make the lower parts of his torso and such. I do want to give like a little bit of margin and space for the bottom of the page, because you don't want to, if this is going to be printed, which I suspect it will be, which I believe it will be. So you want to leave like a little bit of a margin for the printers to chop it, basically, is what that is. If you ever seen like if you ever seen something like where you have to take it to print and they have a margin and a safe zone and that kind of thing, that's what we're talking about here. That's what we're compensating for and being mindful here. And here I'm still putzing around a little bit with this. I think we can push the foreshortening a little bit here. And just, but you know what? Also, just like the taking a test in high school, if it's not working perfectly, move on to the next thing and let's see, and just to keep a going. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Do I have any restaurant recommendations for Hofbrau and Salzburg? Not specifically. I admit it's been a while, and my memory is never been great for names. I will say. Basically, yeah, schnitzel, anywhere you can get a schnitzel is good. Jaeger schnitzel is my personal favorite. It's basically just fried pork cutlet. Mm. But yeah, you're not gonna go. You're not gonna go hungry. Schnitzel and spätzle with hummus or fries. Uh, let's see. You won't go. You won't go wrong. Let's see. Um, gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of. There's a specific kind of restaurant which is basically a fried house, which they. Uh, um, gosh. Where it's like you can get like if you can fry it, they got it. So there's like fried eggs, there's schnitzel, there's fries, there's yeah, just about anything you could. If you can fry it, they got it. So eggs, etc., etc., etc. So definitely recommend checking out one of those. And I mean, yeah, just check out all the local pubs. And I say again, I don't think you will. I regret that I don't have a specific restaurant to recommend, but you'll definitely not go hungry. And lots of walking, so that's fun too. You'll keep up your strength. Let's see. I've moved on to the next character on the list here. Got this guy. So let's see. Let's see. The there we go. Did I try the white breakfast sausage with a pretzel? Yes to both. Let's see. Although I don't think at not necessarily at the same time. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh yeah, they have all kinds of Wursts in Deutschland. Let's see. If you find yourself in need of a hot dog, that is a Kinderwurst or a kid sausage, let's see. That's there's also Knackwurst, which is like would be probably be a little bit more like what you're familiar with in terms of sausage. But yeah, no, the white breakfast. Oh yeah, but I will say this that it what we think of as bratwurst and what have you as a pale comparison. The meat that they when they chop it up and stuff it in the tube is like so much finer than what we're used to. So there's like there's a like in American bratwurst there's like kind of uh let's see, I don't know, marbly texture to it, if that makes sense. Like there's a it's got, let's see, pebbly isn't the right word exactly.
It's chunky.
Chunky. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a bit more chunky, but the German wursts are very fine. The meat is ground very fine, and so it's actually a different experience, and I'm a fan. Let's see. Curried ketchup. Definitely try the curried ketchup. That's another thing you can kind of get at like any stand on the street. But yeah, it's a ketchup with it's essentially ketchup with curry flavor powder in it, and it's delicious. I'm also going to say mayonnaise on your French fries is. I was not a fan. I was not a believer before I went to Germany, but I have been converted. So definitely give that a try. Yep, I was in Munich on a family vacation. It was many years ago. Let's see. Uh, let's say, boy, I want to try like Pulp. Yeah, there you go. Like Pulp Fiction. There, you got it. I mean, I suppose you could go. Like, I know. So, this is just my personal preference. Like, I suppose you could go to a McDonald's in another country. It might be fun just to say you did it, I guess. But I am always interested in trying the local stuff, what the local cuisine, the local what have you. So I typically am trying to be adventurous and yeah, like I said, just eat what the locals eat. And that's a pretty good way of doing it, if I do say so myself. Let's see. When did you say you were going? Oh yeah, 20 days. All right, nice. And that will be a lovely time to go. Springtime. That's it. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Let's see what else. So, all right. So I'm doing something that I'm drawing something that I don't usually draw, and that's a robot. Uh, Not a lot of robots in my comics. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not I'm not robophobic in any way, shape, or form. Just not my typical cup of tea. So let's see. So, but this robot seems friendly. Let's see. He's definitely more just boxy, just kind of like the curved lines and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see here. Dude. We got this little chest emblem here. And this guy's reminding me a little bit of man. He's got an old school anime vibe going on to him, like the big giant robo kind of thing. Let's see. The Superman celebration in Metropolis. I am unfortunately retired. Let's see. Jason asked if I'm doing the Superman thing this year, and I'm assuming that is the Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. And unfortunately, I am retired from that. Let's see. It was a lovely festival with lovely people, and it was a very hard decision. But let's see. Uh, when I took a look at the amount of time it took me to get there, and the amount of time that I was spending away from my children and my family, and I took a hard look at it. And while it was always a very profitable show, and I was always very popular at it, unfortunately, if you take into account the uh, uh, that it took 12 hours to drive there and all of the other things involved with it. Unfortunately, and again, the time I would have to take away from my children, just wanted to. I couldn't justify it anymore. So it was with a very, very, very heavy heart that I had to pass on it. I did go one more year for so that I could actually, enjoy the festival and be a tourist at it and see some of the things. But yeah, that's a long answer to a short question, but afraid I'm not going to not doing the Superman, and I don't have any plans to go back this year. Let's see. All right. So yes, here's a nice thing about symmetrical poses. Uh, you can use the sharp-eyed viewers will notice that I copy pasted and flipped the hands there. Stupid responsibility indeed. Let's see. So yeah, I am going to kink them a little bit so so it's like a little bit more natural pose. So it's like here instead of like here, which. But again, it's more of a matter of taste than anything else, being correct or not, etc. All right, so we got this big guy at the top. All right. Okay. I may also, here's the thing, as I'm looking at this, I may also for compositional purposes, I may also tilt the hands in a little bit more to kind of create a bit of a triangular composition here. So, triangles are very powerful. Triangles and circles are very powerful compositional tools. So, you need. So, whenever you're composing your illustrations or covers, or just observing art in general, yeah, definitely recommend looking for triangles, including circles, and wherever you can. So, I'm gonna move on to. Let's see, the next one. Move on to the next one, and let's see. Who shall we draw next? Let's see, this guy, and let's see. I had special instructions here. Gonna check those out quick. Wait, there we are. Nope, wrong one. Still. There we are. Okay, checking the notes. And boop, boop, boop. Got the big robo. Got. Let's see. These two people go there, like glasses and ghost. All right. These two. Ah, got it. All right. So let us go run. Excuse me. Thinking out loud. I'm sure that's very entertaining. Let's run. Right at the back. These two together with my glasses and ghost. Not the same guy. I just had him holding a content piece. There you go for the line go black. Okay. He's doing the opposite sides. All right. Let's see. Just gonna go down the line. So now we're going to do next. I think we're going to do this is a guy. This is the guy right here. So he also is kind of making a triangular pose there. So I think I'm going to lean into that a bit more. There you go. Move the reference back to where I can see it. Yep. And let's see. Let's see. Jason asked if I have any vacations coming up. Let's see. I actually just got back from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Lovely town. Lovely people. It's been a family vacation mainstay for my entire life. I'm gonna do a little bit different pose than what I have in the reference here, because that's more interesting. I didn't get hired to just repeat the same stuff over and over again. I got hired to do something new and interesting, right? Although I do like his kind of mystical hands together triangle pose, so I am going to incorporate that and maybe move it, say, up here a little bit, and that way I can kind of keep continuing down the triangular composition that I was talking about earlier. And but yeah, like look at any of the Star Wars posters. Yeah, it's like triangles all the way down. Like the whole thing is made of triangles. Anyway, let's see. Yes, just got back from Puerto Vallarta. Lovely town. Been a vacation spot for my family for literally generations, actually. And let's see. Gonna get some cabin time this summer for when my girls are on their summer vacation. Let's see what yeah, but other than that, a lot of going around and a lot of conventions and the usual the usual assortment of conventions and other things like that. Oh yeah, going to got one that I'm excited for this year. The American Library Association is having their annual conference in Chicago this year. So I'm let's see, different, and allegedly it's a kind of a different experience than your typical comic convention. It's more involved with publishers and such. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Yeah. I'm going to have to tailor my stuff a little bit more towards publishers than readers. So I'm curious to see how that. It's going to be an interesting switch up, I guess I can say. So let's see. And then, oh man, what else am I doing this year? I don't have my calendar in front of me. I am useless. What's it? Oh, hey! There you go. Oh, well, there you go, Devin. I'll look forward to seeing you there. Have you been to one before? Have you been to one before? Take your time. No worries. I wasn't expecting a answer immediately or anything like that. But yes, let's see. I personally want to do some digging into. No, this will be my first time. Cool. All right. Good. So, yeah, same. Obviously. All right. Yeah. No, I'm kind of curious as to what to expect. How it will. Like I said, how it will be different than a Mr. Comic Con, and what I should come prepared to discuss as opposed to just pitching my books and stuff. Let's see, like how like I have gathered in the past like that libraries are primarily interested in buying stuff from Ingram. Let's see, that's a bit of a deep dive into industry things, so I won't bore the general population with that. But yeah, I do want to do some research and maybe tap some folks that have been there before and stuff. Okay, like see, like yeah, like what should I? Again, just what should I come prepared for? What should I, how I should tailor my stuff to what's going on there as opposed to a typical comic convention. But yeah, let's see. I'm guessing National Cartoonist Society member as well, then Devin, or doing something doing something else. Let's see. All right, so we've got this bloke, this dude. I say bloke like I'm a UK person, but no, I'm sorry, just an American.
I wonder why people keep asking where you're from.
Yeah, I do get that a lot. I do have people asking a lot if I am from the UK, and maybe it's just because of my word choices and such. See, watch too much BBC is the real, or is there such a thing as too much BBC? So you be the judge. All right, there you go. See there, and see that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Is we got the ALA member, but I'm primarily wandering around attending. All right, then by all means, I hope you will stop by and say hi. I'm looking forward to meeting all kinds of folks. Have I tried applying to DC or Marvel, or have I done stuff for them? Meet them at conventions. Let's see. I've tried. So let's see. Here's the thing. Let's see. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'll look forward to meeting you there, Devin. So I've tried I've tried like low key. I can't say I've pursued it immensely. But let's see. I am more happy doing my stuff here because, like if I wanted to draw Marvel characters and I wanted that to be my career, and if working for DC or Marvel was kind of like the primary thing I wanted to do, I might be more aggressive about it. But the fact of the matter is, and no shade to them, let's see, you gotta like if you want to work for Marvel and DC, you're going to be drawing Marvel and DC characters again, which is fine. I'm more interested in putting out my own stories and making that happen. And also, let's see, that would be primarily contract work, so you get paid when you work. But you're a freelancer, so you're kind of like at will. You can get they can move away from you anytime they like. And as well as, let's see, there's some legal reasons as well, but that for that I won't get into here because I don't like burning bridges. But also because creating and developing my own intellectual property is in the long run going to benefit me more than doing work for hire stuff for other people. This is the bottom line. So I would rather do in this. So in a nutshell, I would rather do that. Is the short answer. Let's see. On the art side of things, let's see. Because I'm going to be dealing with a lot of characters and moving them around and futzing with their positioning and all this kind of stuff, I'm actually going to take this character. I'm going to kind of like put some white. You can't really see it so well, but I'm going to put some white behind the line drawings of this character here. And this And then so yeah, I'm really just kind of coloring it in. There's a little trick I learned doing some storyboarding. And this way, see, like I have kind of this. I'll select it so you can see. Kind of have this like back like this thing that's blocking all the lines behind it, so that I'll show you in just a second here. Uh, 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 gonna do that. Let's trace the outline here. Boom, 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 and then gonna fill it with white. Okay. So I filled it with white. I'm gonna fill it quick with blue, just so you can see like what the shape actually is. Let's see. Boom. So there you go. Now we have that. I'm actually going to merge those two layers together, just so that when I do start to move stuff around, as you can see, it's continuing to block out, the stuff behind it, so that you know, so that when that happens, I can, kind of move things wherever I want without having to, without becoming like a giant mess. You know what I mean? So this, and as you can already see that this guy is in the entire composition kind of becoming a little bit much. So despite what I said earlier, I am going to, kind of move him a little bit lower, and also maybe shrink him down a little bit, because we've got a lot of characters to get through, kids. Buckle it up. Although while I am here, though, I think I'm going to do that exact same thing with him. So, and now this time around, rather than try to color it in with a brush, I'm going to select outside of the sketch, inverse the selection, make sure I'm working on another layer here. And then, again, I'll use a paint, there you go, this pink color, so you can see what I'm doing here. That, and might also do that because that makes the hoodie look like it's being continued through. There you go. And then, and now I'm going to switch it to white, and then merge the layers. So, and then don't need this junk that was down here, so I'm just gonna delete it. All right. So again, now you can see I can move him around, or I could, if he was at the front top of the layers, I can move him around like so without him doing stuff like that. Let's see. To answer Jason's questions, who did I do storyboards for? I did a bit of. I've done storyboards for a couple different people. Let's see. I did storyboards for a local operation that did medical device. So like when they're pitching medical devices, they'll make this little CGI movie thing to kind of pitch it to investors, and also uh potential clients, like a hospital. Like, here's how this gizmo works. It goes in, it goes into your spine, like, nah, that kind of thing, right? Let's see. I'm joking, but that's like literally the project, the device that I was working on. Let's see. So in order to do so, they make the little movies to show the doctors how this device is supposed to work. And before they make the actual CGI movies, they hire storyboard artists like myself to do a little some drawings, comics, basically, to show the investors and also the clients and everyone what that will look like. So I did that for a spell. And then more recently, I did storyboards for a production company that was doing a film production company that was doing commercial advertisements for Pella windows. So if you've seen a Pella window commercial of within the last 5 years or so, you've probably seen something that I've worked on. I'm sorry. All right. All right. I think next up we're going to do this feller. There you go. Is that a more American? Yeah. He's not a bloke now. He's a feller. Or possibly a dude. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. Sword. He's got his sword. He's got his board. This guy's right straight up my alley. All right. Let's see. Studied the Constitution book every year. So let's see. It was a fun book and a lot of copies. And let's see. I am at this point no longer have any more. I'm sad to say. That was one of those that was the property of the publisher and the printer. Excuse me, not the printer. It was the property of the person what commissioned me to do it, and uh, I was happy to participate and work on the project, and really was pretty cool. Uh, got to read a whole bunch, and it's gotten me hooked a little bit low key on American history to this day. Let's see. My only embarrassing moment though was uh, got laid over because of a snowstorm in Philadelphia. So I'm like, heck, we're in Philadelphia. Let's go see Independence Hall. You know, the place where where the Constitution was written. Um, and I walked into the room, and my immediate reaction was, "Oh God, I made it way too big in the comic." In the comic, it's like the size of a gymnasium, and wow, in reality, it's more like the size of your average courtroom. Let's see. If you've ever been to court, I'm trying to say that was what an oddly specific example. Let's see, right? Let's see. No, I'm trying to think. I would say, gosh, if I had to guess, I would say it was probably like 1,000 square feet, like the whole shebang, maybe 1,500. Or yeah, okay, that's yeah. I was, and like I said, the in the Constitution graphic novel, it was about the size of a gymnasium. So yeah, it is. Yeah, thank you, Jason. Yes, it is pretty small. So yeah, like I had not actually been there at the time that I drew the Constitution graphic novel, so I was working off of reference photos and stuff like that. And if you've ever had any kind of encounter with realty, you know they use the lenses that make the house look bigger and stuff like that. And I think all the pictures that I used were probably uh, done with a similar manner. So yeah, I vastly overestimated the size of the room in which Independence Hall was, or excuse me, in which the Declaration of Independence was signed. So anyway, but yes, it's an interesting, uh, a very worthwhile excursion if you ever happen to be in Philadelphia or the surrounding area or what have you. Let's see. So, okay, so we got our knight guy here. Our Knigget. I'm gonna kind of put him in this fighty battle stance here with his shield. I am going to again try to keep up with the theme of or the triangles and what have you, because and not only because it's good strong rules of composition, but also because it does as I'm trying to fit these people together, it makes it a lot easier if there's like parallel angles to use. So for instance, I am going to you'll see what I mean in just a minute here. So got a sword. Gosh, if only I knew how to draw a sword. Let's see. Never drawn one of those before. Sorry. Only in like most every comic. Let's see. So there you go. I have a speciality. Speciality. Yeah, really. Let's see. Boop. Being a fantasy guy. I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did want to follow up with Devin. Actually, are you a librarian or an educator, or are you just going to the American Library Association for funsies? That's it. Take your time. That's it. But yeah. But yes, all this is to say that the Constitution project, while I loved it, is a perfect example of what I was talking about with Marvel and DC. I worked on it. I enjoyed doing it. It was not, however, mine. I don't have the legal right to sell it further or anything like that. I have to buy or print it anymore. I have to buy copies directly from. I would have to buy copies from the publisher, and let's see, and yeah, so it makes more business sense for me to, kind of do my own thing, create my own stuff that I own and control. And kind of the same situation with Marvel and DC. While I'm sure it would be great fun, and like, look, if they knock on my door, I'm not saying no, but it makes more sense for me to put my efforts into developing my own intellectual property and and that I can make the most amount of money on. So in the long term, let's see. That's it. Let's see what else. All right, got the sword, got the muscles, got there. Oh, he's got this big badgy thing here. A lion in the metaverse. Okay, I'm definitely sensing a lion theme. I actually might. I'm going to move his shield over here a little bit because it's blocking a lot of his body and it kind of feels like a cheat. If that makes sense. It kind of feels like it feels more like I'm trying to block his stuff, or like I'm trying to cover up stuff I don't want to draw, and that's not an impression that I want to give. So I'm going to move him over there, and gives little strappy majigs. His pauldrons, got that going on. All right, yeah, there you go. Okay, and So you're not allowed to draw fantasy comics if you don't know what a pauldron is. Oh, sorry, sorry, not tr- not meant to gatekeep. No worries, no worries. Okay, no worries, Devin. The real world job always takes the precedent. There you go. All right. So here's gonna be. Oh, regardless, I mean, funsies is the best way to go. I keep meaning to go to a comic convention sometime for funsies, but I reckon I would be spending the entire time being like, I need to get to my table. So, but one of these days, it's on the bucket list. Go to a convention like for fun. All right. Ooh, maybe a book festival. Ooh, I like books. All right. Okay, just gonna fix this shoulder thing right here. Helmet. Make sure I got a good solid outline going before I do that white fill in the back thing that I've been talking about. And I'm just gonna close off some of his legs and stuff, and so it kind of completes the circuit a little bit. And then, so as I was talking about doing that outline. There we go. And there we go. So got a complete outline there. New layer. Inverse the selection and fill it with white. Whoop. Yeah. Fill it with white. There we go. Boom. Chish. There we go. And so now we're going to take a look at what I was talking about earlier about composition. See, like here we have the sword. And here we have that. And so I got a couple options here. I could, kind of do the triangle here and then kind of again cut follow through with that. Or because the angles go this way as well, I could put him here and then so it kind of also then kind of creates like this diamond shape that goes through. Let's see. So I think for now I'm going to put him here, and I think that's a good spot for him. And then get on with my life. Let's see. Who is next? Let's see. And and here we have this background character from the Canon of Angel that I got. That was a product of the put your character in Vangel kind of thing. All right, and he is apparently somewhat related to this lion character here, and I love a good lion. Let's see, great hair. What can I say? And then the special instruction for this. Oh, thank you, Devin, and your compliment on the awesome layout. Let's see. I believe the instruction here was these two on opposite sides. Let's see. Cool. Duke. Can do. And so this guy and this guy are apparently have some kind of I'm guessing adversarial relationship. So we're going to put them on opposite sides. And I think we could have, again, some compositional fun with their wrenches, because I remember the wrenches being a thing from that remember wrenches being a thing from the other guy's character design as well. So once let's see, that's it. I'm gonna shoot a quick message here to actually we're gonna say that for later. So I believe Ezekiel wanted this character to be demonified for the canon of Vangel. I have a question about whether or not he wants to be demonified for this. So sooner. So I believe Ezekiel said that he might be able to make it to the live stream today. But if not, but we will proceed, and if he and I say, well, ask him that question if he shows up, and if not, I will ask him after after the live stream. So for now, however, let's turn these guys off. We're going to find a little blank space here, and let's see. Let's do our leonine friend first, just because lions, kitties, they're cool. What can I say? All right. So actually, and like I said, I think I'm gonna have a little fun with this, and the symmetrical flipping of uh, uh, symmetrical flipping of the of the composition here. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. That's it. Anyway, but yes. That's it. Okay. Devin helps to run a comic books club in Chicago. We direct our members to the library. So, okay, so not entirely unaffiliated. Yes, thank you again for the compliment on the layout. Devin, if you would like to post a link to your comic book club there in Chicago, please, by all means, throw it up in the comments. And, let's see. Anybody else in the Chicago area? Who interested in comics should absolutely check this out. Let's see. Anyway, let's see. Back to our wrench wielding dude. Let's see. Right now I'm actually just going to, I think. Okay, excuse me. Mental library quick. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is like what. I really hope somebody just like tuned into that moment to just see me like sitting here going God the ceiling. I think that'd be great. Let's see. Portage Park neighborhood. There you go. All right. So anyway, what I was doing actually is I was like trying to summon up this pose, the pose that I wanted here. Let's see. Yes, it would again. I just hope somebody showed up in that moment to see me staring at the ceiling and doing nothing. That's the whole live stream right there, kids. Let's see. All right, so what I want here is for this pose again. Gonna rock the triangle. Rock the triangle. That's my band name. Let's see. That's my Christian rock band name. All right. And so with the wrench here, to do that, and give him some guns. By which I mean significant arm muscles. Not in the context of comics and action stuff. It could be literal guns. You got to be specific. So there you go. All right, some forearms. There you go. Lions are well known for their beefy forearms. Not really. Let's see. So, let's see. I got a guest in the live stream today. Everybody, Brooke Lydic of Creating Meraki Studios. Give it up. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, but I still have to ask the question.
Yes.
Cousin It.
Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget?
And Lady It.
All right.
Having their little itlets. Oh, that sounds so wrong.
Itlets. No, I love it. They are now officially itlets, the offspring of Cousin It and Miss It.
Right?
So yes, the conversation just before the live stream was, what gender or sex is Cousin It? We were discussing this. Okay, he wears a bowler hat. That's it. It's been a while since I've seen the Addams Family and what they refer to him as his pronouns and such like that. But like, is Cousin It a he? Is Cousin It a she? Wears a bowler hat. I know ladies that wear bowler hats and top hats for that matter. Not necessarily a thing.
Don't know who you're talking about.
Right. I know gentlemen these days that wear with longer hair that wear gosh, what are they called? Where you?
Oh yeah, the hairband.
Yeah, the hairband, like wear barrettes and stuff like that. So I could totally see a dude rocking a bow. You know, it's a brave new world and such. So yeah, no, like Cousin It. It could be either. He could be both. We don't know. There you go.
Inquiring
minds want to know, but are too polite to ask. So let's see. And that okay. So then, follow-up question: if you asked that at an Addams Family gathering, do you think Gomez would be like, like that's the thing. Addams Family could cut either way. Gomez could either be like, "How dare you?" and challenge you to a sword fight, or it could be like, "Ah ha ha," and like because that's kind of the joke is that they don't think they're weird, right? Or
I think you might be challenged to a sword fight more if you were to ask if the itlets were mistaken for tribbles.
Oh, yeah, and that was the other thing that Brooke said. Do you want to? Do you want to? Do you want to go? All right. Let's see. Would a baby an itlet would that look like a tribble? So,
I'm thinking that you would determine the difference there because the itlets, I believe, have longer hair than tribbles.
Also true. But then is that just like the Cousin It larval form, or they just have the short hair, or like,
or do they come out with long hair?
Or do they come out? Ooh.
Also, where Never mind.
Right. Also a valid question. Let's see. Well, I mean, like, human children of European descent, typically blonde until you hit a certain age. I was like super blonde until like up until the point that I had kids, and then I slowly started going dark. Let's see. My kids are both like, no, yeah. My aunties are all super blonde when they were most of their life, but now they've all kind of started to become brunettes. So yeah, like this could be just a natural life stage progression of the it people. Let's see that yeah, they start out with short and floofy hair, and then they kind of get long. Then it kind of gets longer as they grow up and what have you. Yeah, I mean, probably asking way too many questions here than Charles Adams. I'm trying to remember. Uh, the cartoonist who created the Adams Family. Yeah, I wanted to say Douglas Adams there for a second, but no, that's not that one. Not that one. All right, all right. Let's see. Wrong Adams. Um, it's one of those that when people say his name, I know exactly who he is, but like, and now that I'm trying to call up his name, it's kind of like, what do you be prepared to draw for the big guys? Oh, who would I like to draw for? Oh, that's a good question. Jason asks, who would I like to draw for if I were to draw for Marvel and DC? I don't really say that's how I'm interpreting that question. That's a good one. I would, man, I'll say I'm a lifelong Spidey fan, so that would be good. I think my style would loan itself better to some of the more comedic titles, so I would love to do like Squirrel Girl, or I'm not a fan of gore, so like a maybe a lighter Deadpool entry. I could go for that. I would really, as I hope my style isn't too animated for it. Or I could see some people thinking that my style is a little bit too animation inspired to do this, but I would absolutely love to do Thor, just because of the whole, yeah, because of the fantasy and the Norse inspiration and stuff like that, and drawing armor. So Charles Adams, thank you, Devin.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you. Let's see. But yes, I would very much love to do Thor just because of that. I love fantasy. I draw swords and armor and stuff all the time. Thank you, Jason. Let's see. Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I love, uh, I, lo- I love, I love the stories of Norse mythology. So I'd probably be like trying to stick in Easter eggs in the background there and stuff all the time, and they might have to tell me to stop. Let's see. So, but no. I would adore being able to draw Thor. But again, like I'm not gonna lie, if Marvel called me up, I'd be like, yes, sir, right? Reporting for duty. That's it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see. Oh, let's see. There's all what Easter eggs? There are all kinds of fun Easter eggs, like the shenanigans that Loki gets up to, for instance. Let's see. Don't know if you know, but Loki has mythology. Loki is consorted with many frost giants and has all kinds of kids by them. Odin's eight-legged horse Sleipnir being one of the more notable ones. Let's see. He blah, 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 blah. Uh, let's see. So yeah, that's Norse mythology for you in a nutshell, right there. Yeah, Loki went off, got it on with the oh yeah, got it. Loki being a shapeshifter, got it on with a giant's horse. Came back a month later with an eight-legged horse, and really not wanting to talk about it. And, let's see. And yeah, there are all manner of tales like that, ranging from the body to the more serious. Another one involves Loki tying rocks to his manhood, and swinging stuff around that way. So yeah, like again, yeah, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot there. Norse mythology is wild. Um, Although I also a good but also a good choice for Marvel and stuff because the Aesir, the gods of Norse mythology, are much more like superheroes in those tales than say the gods of Greek mythology, who are like controlling the forces of nature and stuff like that. So Thor can call lightning and he's like the god of regarded as the god of thunder, but he is not like the embodiment of lightning and thunder, if that makes sense. It's a little bit of a fine line. Yeah, that's it. Like with rocks in the background. There you go. There you go. So anyway, I believe we're drawing some stuff here today. All right. So now, okay. So this is what I was talking about earlier about having some fun with the composition here. I'm gonna have this guy here and his brother, the lion, either the lion man or the other wrench dude over there. So I'm going again. Here's that continuation of the triangular composition. You can kind of seeing that coming together here. So yep, right here in boom, boom, boom in the middle, there, etc. You get the idea. You're smart kids. All right. As long as I'm here, let's see. I think that I am going to do. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me think for a moment. Okay. I'm going to leave that guy alone for a moment. I'm going to let's see. Going to turn off this, and I'm going to make our dude on the right side our lion person again. Got our reference here. So I think he's going to be our lion person, and the other guy is going to be our corrupted human / demon person. So, again, gonna need a little bit of clarification on that, but we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Good morning, Melissa. Or afternoon. Let's see. It may be afternoon where you are, I believe. So, but yes, good day to you, madam, wherever you may be. Let's see. Welcome. Let's see. Slugging through here. Gonna get. All right, got our lion snoot coming together. Got our little scar here as well. Gonna give him. Gonna give him that leonine muzzle. And some little fuzzies on the bottom because lion, and he's a furball. All right, define those cheekbones. Fun fact: animals or non-human animals, I should say, have a lot of the same facial features and landmarks as we do. So it's a So if you ever are interested in anthropomorphized animals, that's basically your ticket in right there. Is the is basically just draw them like do some observational drawings like they're humans. All right, there you go. Love the mane. There you go. Chick stick the mane. There. Yeah. I just want that to become his new catchphrase now. All right, let's see. Just afternoon here. Well, welcome. I hope the day is treating you well, and thanks so much for joining. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna put fill out the mane. Maybe that's why I like lions. It's the good hair. Doot. Oh, and yes. Oh, and Melissa, Melissa. This is the person that did the signs for me that you were asking about. Send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to make each other's email acquaintances. There you go. Doing all the networking today. That's it. I think I'm going to beef up his chin a little bit more because the lions have very prominent chins. Has anybody else noticed this, or is this just me? They got the big.
No,
yeah, right. They got the big. Yeah, they got the big superhero chin.
Well, you got to balance out the mane.
All right. Oh yeah, true fact. Melissa says hi. That's it. There you go. All right. Okay, got our lion friend. And then going to, let's see, I had to erase a bit of the wrench. So this is the tricky part. He's got the wrench going over his shoulder there. I am going to tilt this just a skosh, unfortunately. Because the wrench needs to hit his shoulder like it's resting on it. Otherwise, just looks like he's holding that there. So I am going to do that. Or actually, let's see. But I also wanted to stay in line with the rest of the composition, so I might just, boom. There we go. Okay. That needs to be resting on his shoulder like so. There you go. So it's a subtle thing, but it makes a difference. And so then we got, all right, here we go. So, but then also we want to keep that, echoing the our triangular composition that we have established thus far. So not again, because this is the sketching stage, not necessarily married to that yet. Then we still have opportunities to tweak stuff once we hit the inking stage. So mostly I just want to make sure that stuff's in place. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what the sketch phase is. It's basically just notes to your future self in a manner of thinking. So there are a lot of people that can draw like a finished product straight out of the box, like just go straight from zero to finished. I am not one of those people. I need like some bones, a blueprint to work from. And I also, this here also feels a little bit weird for me, so I'm going to juke this arm out a little bit more and then maybe fix that a little bit. There you go. So his arm felt a little short there, a little constrained. So I'm going to, hence why I'm filling it out like so. There we are. And just going to tilt him that way a bit more. All right. And I really should, which means I should do it on this side as well. Okay. So now we're in an interesting position because I have made alterations to this guy that I want to make alterations to this guy as well. And instead of all that, we're just going to go forget that guy. And copy pasta. There you go. Flip him. Ta-da. There we go. Boom. Make sure they're in the same plane, same latitude, as it were. And much easier to just redraw this dude's head than it is to redraw the whole dang thing, or the rest of his body. So, away we go. Doot. Then let's see. All right. And here's our boy. Let's see. Head in the background of all the Canon Evangel stuff. All right. Got a good old greaser vibe. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the original reference photos that Ezekiel sent me. Okay, fine. Did that head too big? Very natural, very normal thing to make heads too big. All right, so we're going to draw him as a normal human for now. And if Ezekiel gets back to me and says, no, he needs to be demonified, let's see, then we're going to make those additions, because easy enough to add horns and such after the. I feel it's easier to add horns than it is to erase horns. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I'm the only person that's ever thought of that. All right. Black hair, black boots, black hat, Cadillac. This boy's a time bomb. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's like, don't. All right, nobody tell Ezekiel, but I've been thinking of this guy in my head. His name is Demon Fawns, and the demonic Fawns. Shh, that's gonna be our secret, okay? Like, Ezekiel might show up later. Nobody tell him. Okay. Gonna rugged him up a little bit as well. Ruggedify, rugged him up, rough him up. And then again, bringing that head. There we go. Into proportion. Much better. Good job. Yay. Good job, Nathan. All right. Just remember, that reminds me of my eldest when she was like playing with her block. Just when she was like, I don't know, 2, 3, just started playing with her blocks, and she's just like, and yeah, just when they learned to talk and learning what words mean and stuff like that, she's like, "Yay!" you know, he's like, "Yay! Good job, Kay!" You know, so yeah, she's just sitting there and like congratulating herself, patting her on the back. It's just like utterly adorable. Mm. All right, let's see. So not having a whole lot of plumbing experience and kind of fudging the wrench here a little bit. I probably ought to and probably will. Probably ought to and probably will look up some reference for this kind of. I believe the technical term is a spanner, like the one with the jaw. She's laughing at me. Let's see, the ones with the big wrenches with the jaws that go open and close. I think so. I don't know. Maybe somebody's laughing at me somewhere. Right. Anyway. All right. So any dang way. That's just par for the course. Like being just utterly convinced that someone somewhere is probably definitely laughing at me. Pipe wrench. Thank you. Melissa for the win. Gosh. Let's see. There you go. I don't know what that was. Do again for those who joined us a little bit later. Going to select inversus selection. Boop. And fill with white. Then merge those layers. So that. Excuse me. And just fix on some stuff here. Boop, 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 boop. I'll be with you in just a sec. All right. Again. Okay. So yes, what was I saying? Again, creating a backfill layer so that because I still want to I want to maintain the ability to move these people around. Got like a little white behind them, so this way I can move them wherever and see what the actual composition is going to look like in the end. And we're going to do it with our lion friend as well over here. Same idea. New layer, inverse selection, and wrong fill, that fill. There you go. Hey, fill. Beep. Oh, there you go. So again, if I want to, I can move around and stuff like that. So as you can see here, the angle on the wrench isn't quite perfect, but that's okay. We can fix that when we go to the inking stage and refining the line and stuff like that. Devin, let's see. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. I'm looking forward to seeing you in Chicago. There you go. All right. So I don't know how to do that. There, no, I did finger guns. God, how old am I? I know.
We're gonna have to have a talk.
I earned that time out. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Gosh, I'm white. Anyway, so anyway, let's see. So anyway, all right, we're gonna fit. Yeah. We're gonna do a bring like the wrench lines into alignment later. We don't need to worry about that now. All right. So what's next? Tuck around the studio. I know, right? God, don't get no respect. Let's see. Let's see. That's all right. She keeps me humble. Let's see. Who shall we draw next? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. We're going down. I think there was another. Oh, I see. Okay. Excuse me. Picking my poses. All right. Do. Yeah, we're gonna go with this guy. All right. Got a kind of an armored ninja thing going on. All cool. Very cool. Very cool. So for the inside here, let's see. Think. All right. For this inner portion here, don't know if you can see that. I think I might. What's that? I think I might try to create this kind of like diamond shape in like so. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm.
Do you need more coffee?
I would like a coffee heat up. Thank you. Let's see. So yes, all right. So I got their elbows kind of already creating the shape here, pointing down towards this character's head. Let's see. I think we're gonna roll with that. We're gonna lean in. All right. And so once again, turning off all those guys. All right. Zoom into a more comfortable sketchy magnification and kind of create this again ninja pose. Gonna start with the maquette. Kind of the mannequin. So I think I'm gonna do him in this kind of, let's see. And again, because we want this kind of downward angle here to accentuate that pose. We're going to accentuate that diamondy shape. We're going to give him this kind of I believe in some circles they call that a Heisman kind of pose. So they're going to give him one of those. I believe that's what they call it in the sports ball. Let's see. Going head's a little long, so I'm going to move that there. It's a much more natural pose and angle for it. There we go. There we go. And that's it. And okay, so hand kind of wanted to be doing like a not quite like the Heisman where it's a full on palm, but more of a kind of a like a fighting stance kind of a thing. So so a lot of information gets the angle of the hand. So okay, but don't want too much palm, the right amount of palm. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. And here's the truth about artisting folks. It's a little bit. Sometimes you can see it in your head, and then sometimes you just kind of find it. Just kind of move your pencil around until it looks right. And this isn't quite what I wanted, I'm gonna say. So maybe if I move the fingers here, again, neat thing about digital, that you can kind of edit your drawing on the fly like so. You don't have to go back and erase and redo it again. So, okay. So this is a bit more what I wanted. Okay. This is another thing, may tweak it a little bit more later. But, all right. Yeah, getting hung up in the details. So I'm going to keep it there for now. Just again, just like the tests in school, if you don't want to get hung up on a question, if you don't have the answer immediately, move on, and maybe it'll come to you. So there you go. So here we go. Now just filling out the anatomy because this is again kind of a ninja. You got an armored ninja suit going on. So here we got pectorals, rib cage, abdominals down to the groin, and there you go, hips. And yeah, so yeah, all right, there we go. That's how I'm going to describe this pose as part, uh, part Heisman, part Power Rangers. There you go. There we are. Groovy. And now, do I want upward facing fist or sideways facing fist? I feel like this one's a little bit more natural. Still superhero-y, still fisty. Just a little bit more natural. All right, so got our anatomy, got our pose, got our mannequin, and it's looking swell. So now just gonna add in all the details. That is, I really need to stop using slang. I must be stopped. Like it just comes out of my mouth, and then I hate myself for it. It's like, gosh. All right, fine. Cut off from using slang for the day. I said the deets. I'm adding in the deets right now. I know, right? Gosh.
Now you have the hat.
Do we have a dunce hat here?
We will.
I think so. Jeez.
Don't hurt yourself. That's very, very hot.
Perfect. I like it. Okay, might need a minute. You're correct.
Told you.
You did. No lies detected. There you go. I did it. I said something cool and trendy without sounding like a douche. This is my achievement for the day right here. All right, yeah. All right, okay. Thanks. Yay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to call somebody sport or champ before the day is over at the rate I'm going. Ah, man. All right. There we go. All right. Okay, we're rocking and rolling here. And there's, thank you, Melissa. Okay. All right. Well, Melissa, if you think about the question, we got a half an hour yet. You got times. Are you working on anything cool today? I've been enjoying. Let's see. And yeah, if you have links to your stuff, please, by all means, throw it up. Melissa is, of course, another awesome comic book creator, writer, and artist. And her works include Black Ball and The Alchemist of Aurelia. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah. If you, let's say, okay, gotta nail down this lion-y decal that's in the middle here sometimes, but also, let's see. Abs all the way down. Let's see. There we go. All right, looking good. I think I'm going to increase the angle here by moving this leg up a skosh. This is going to enhance kind of like the low angle thing here. And there's also something that's bugging me just a little bit about the torso, the upper torso here, but I'm not entirely sure what it is in the moment. So I'm going to try one thing quick. Maybe move that around. There we go. There we go. We're gonna call that good and leave it for now. Again, because it's digital and because I can continue to edit things until I get into the ink stage, or well, even past then. I am not going to worry too much about making it perfect just yet. And again, it's the sketch stage. You shouldn't be worrying about making it perfect just now. All right, so got a dude here. Gonna just do a little bit of that because he's got a cool visor thing. Oh yes, I almost forgot. He's got this little chevron dealy there. Beautiful, brilliant. All right, he's got a nice shiny head too. There you go. All right, boom. So once again, select the outside, but we want. Yep. There you go. Select the outside. Inverse. New layer. Oop. Fill it with white. And merge. Merge! Dang you. Boop, 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 boo. There we go. All right. Boop, boop. All right, cool. So we got that. And then, we're familiar with the pattern by now. Gonna move him around until he fits where we want him. I think I'm going to put him behind our pipe wrench wielding fellow. There you go. There. Cool. Making room for more. All right. That's a good spot for him right there. Fits right in. All right. Who's next? Let's see. Oh, I see. Let's see. Oh, hey, Melissa's got books coming in on May 10th. Yay! Fantastic. Congratulations. Let's see. All right. And now we got this fella. Let's see. Let's see. Got kind of a native thing going on, it looks like. How many judge? I mean, maybe it's just the fringe. Let's see. Let's see. We got native by way of luchador, by way of Power Rangers again. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. All right, but at any rate, let's rock and roll. I think I'm going to give him. What kind of pose shall we give this gentleman? I think I would like to put him here, and I think I'm going to give him like a contra pose to our Power Rangers Ninja guy that we just did. So cool. We're on our way. And so this also is in turn giving me like windows here and on the side here, so that and I can put more characters in there later. And I'm totally gonna. It's always good to have a plan. Oop, dude. Yep. Yes, those totally need to go in jars. Yeah, no, you not even a question. Just order them. Yeah, put them in the cart. Order them now. Come on, that's it.
That's all right. How many? Because you know me, I have no self-control.
All of them. How many they got? Okay, all right. That PPU, Oh, those are gonna go.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Very quickly.
Sorry, business stuff. Yeah.
Some of us needed a little break from our desk job so that we could regain some of our soul.
Yeah, you need that. There you go. The struggle is real. I think there's more than a few people on the chat right now that can definitely relate to that.
I feel the pain, all of you real job people.
Right. Let's see. What was I doing again? All right, drawing some shit. All right, now as the entertainment value has doubled this go around, right? All right, so let's see. I think I'm gonna. I'm just gonna freestyle this one. I do want him to have kind of a down here pose. Let's say, and kind of maybe kind of a wrestler thing going on. So maybe kind of like a roar, you know. There you go. That's the fun part about being like roar, 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 right? That's the fun part about being a comic book artist. You get to kind of. You're also an actor a little bit. Let's see. Your own actor, director, producer, writer, yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, now it's coming together. Now I'm feeling it. So, okay. So here. All right. He's hand open, the better to grapple you with. gonna grab you. He's gonna get you. You're afraid of the claw, aren't you? Right. I don't care what anybody says. Princess Bride is great, but that's Carrie Elway's finest role.
Too expensive.
You just need to buy. I think you just need to buy stock in this website and.
This is my wholesale
Right.
distribution website.
There you
go. Order things from.
Everybody needs one. Oh, hey. Good to know. There might be a big Canon Evangel launch coming up in the near future, and I might want to give all the people that backed all of the individual chapters, but a little reward. There you go. As thank you. He said, hinting broadly.
If it helps hit the minimum order.
Yeah, I think we'll be talking. That is what we do. Often.
And at length.
Indeed.
And we learn things.
And it's the best part about talking. Okay. Okay, that. All right. Okay. I do like his little chest. This. I like this thing. Like this. Like I'm not sure what to call that element exactly, but it's a nice touch. Hey guy, nice shoulder thing. What one? Oh, hey, that could be. You found a Skulltula. You could make Zelda stuff. Okay. Do. Lucha mask. Observational ability. I was actually just bitten by. I never actually went to art school. I just was bitten by a radioactive artist when I was a lad. Artists are feral. Not many people know that. I mean, artists know that, but. And got his collar thingy. I do have to say, like, probably one of the most impressive bits of the Doctor Strange movie for me was making that collar work. Don't know if anybody's seen the art or the original Doctor Strange collar design, but or the original Doctor Strange costume design, but that collar is out of control. So, no, I gotta say that's probably been one of my favorite parts of the Marvel movies is translating the costumes and making them work in a live action movie. I think that was kind of a challenge, or one of the challenges for superhero movies for a while, is making the costumes not look ridiculous. I keep thinking. I keep thinking it's only a matter of time before they crack the code with anime movies and adaptations. They'll get there. Although I've heard the One Piece. I guess I should say I've heard mixed reviews about the One Piece uh, Netflix live action adaptation. I've heard some people say it's pretty good actually, and I've heard some people be like, nah, rail against it. Hey, can I tell? All right, we're we're a safe space here, right? Can I? I can't. Yeah, Melissa can't confirm. Semi-feral. See, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. This is a safe space. Can I tell you my hot take on the Cowboy Bebop animated or excuse me, the Cowboy Bebop live action? Is that I thought it was okay. Ugh. Like I thought my my 2 cents is if this wasn't trying to follow in the footsteps of like a freaking animation masterpiece beloved by fans around the world, I think it would have actually been done okay. Or I think I would have liked it better. Cause like it's not okay, it has some issues, like trying to info dump right from the get go, which I hate. But it's also kind of like, give this a chance. Yeah, I know. Yeah, all right, here it comes. I'm gonna get canceled on here. Should have kept my mouth shut. I know, but all right. So, like, if I had never seen Cowboy Bebop before, I think I would have liked it. I think I would have been okay with it. Let's see. Uh, it had a very yeah right
Can confirm.
yeah right. I think it had a very Firefly vibe to it. It had a uh, it had it had a lot of things that I would have enjoyed if I hadn't seen the first one already. Um, Part of the problem with it is like people were it was a masterpiece and people were holding it had the high responsibility of standing up against a masterpiece. It was doomed from the get go. So so yeah, let's see. And I want to be clear, there's in no way to say that I think that there should be more of it. I just think that it should have kind of done its own thing maybe a little bit more. Like I think I I think that if they actually tried to emulate more uh like the Bruce Lee and the Grindhouse films and the noir detective stuff that inspired Cowboy Bebop in the first place, I think they would have done better for themselves. And anyway, but if you give a nerd a nitpick, they'll talk for paragraphs. Oh, would you? Oh my!
No.
No. Not giving those away.
No.
That's it.
You really can find anything on the internet. Things you didn't even think you needed
For a
to
second,
know about.
For a second, I thought that Harry Potter figurine had a gun and not a wand.
Uh-huh.
So I was just like Harry Potter here, like yeah, like gonna bust a cap in Voldemort's ass. I mean, that would have been an ending to the series that nobody would have ever seen coming.
True.
Harry's just like, forget this magic stuff. Right. Left turn. Yay!
No.
Yeah, as a rule, I don't. All right. And yeah, Melissa makes a great point. As a rule, I don't see a point to live action adaptations of animation. It was already it was already a thing. It doesn't need to be a worse thing. Yeah, and hard agree for that matter. I will. I'll say I certainly don't want to come off as somebody who is in favor of live action adaptation of animation because I'm actually morally opposed to it. Um, like you, I, I have another confession to make. I watched the live action Avatar remake, and you know what? It was fine. You know, like that's as close. Still completely pointless. Like this is not a thing that needed to happen in any way, shape, or form. But it was pretty okay. And then I went back and watched the original. so, so yeah, I don't know why this is a again. Never mind. I know why this is a thing, but it's not a thing at all. And I have yet to encounter a action adaptation that I thought was in any way superior to the original. Or so, yeah. Although I will say, in the situation of One Piece, in the specific situation of One Piece, part of what allures me to or why I might give it a shot, is just because One Piece is like what 250 volumes, 300 volumes, like there's 1,000, 1,500 episodes, something like that. Like, and good on the guy. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't got time for that. Let's see. So. And I am told that the live action adaptation is an abridged version of the animated show and the manga. So I guess all this is to say is that is why I am considering taking it in. Will be yes, One Piece will be there. Melissa nailed it. One Piece will be there at the death of the universe. It'll be like cockroaches, Twinkies, and fucking One Piece. Right.
I mean,
dark matter.
Something to watch while you eat your Twinkie with the cockroach.
That's right. That's right. It'll be dark matter, like a couple of mortals, maybe. Just like crap. Now we're gonna have to just float around in space for the rest of eternity. Ooh, I like that. Excuse me. I got distracted by my own artwork. I hope that's ooh, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Good job, Nathan. Yay, Nathan. Good job. Thank you all for indulging me. All right. That's it. Okay. Ooh. I mean, that's a little. That is, I hope, a little bit a part of what we all like when we draw is just like, oh, I did good. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Got that. Okay. What do I want to do? Do I want to put Lucha Guy in front of or behind Lion Guy? Definitely think I want him in front of our Power Ranger friend. There you go. On these guys, more forward. Oop, wrong button. There we go. Oh, come on. Now it's time to play the Too Many Layers game, in which we try to figure out what layer we put what on. A classic. What are you doing? Get back there. You're not allowed up there. Okay. Okay. Anyway, all this was to say, do we want to... Oh. Crying out loud. Okay. There we go. Fun with layers, kids. Okay. This is a very roundabout way of saying, do we want that or that? This guy's got to be in front. Yeah, no, okay, I think he's going there. Cool. Boop. There we are. Let's coach him over here. All right, there we are. Awesome, possum. Again, I need to stop saying words. All right.
I need to get off this website.
Good website. All right. Okay. Mm. All right. Let's see. All right. Didn't quite finish with our getting our composition together, but we are on a good start. Composition's coming together, and it'll give us a good spot for next time. So yes, I am very much liking Substack's live streaming abilities, especially the ability to share a screen, and so that people can see what I'm working on. And like it's got the little picture of me in the bottom there. It's like perfect because I like, as you can see, I like talking to the audience while I do stuff. So yeah, so I will most definitely be back on Substack, live streaming and live drawing next Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Central Standard Minnesota time. Minnesota being in the United States and all. Let's see. And yeah, we're gonna keep a rocking and rolling on this guy. So if you yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, but that is all the time we have for this week, though. But yeah, like I said, I will most definitely be back on Substack next week. If you like what I do, please consider becoming a paid subscriber. Helps to offset the cost of all these cool comics I make. And yeah, if you a little value for value. Uh, let's see. I will be also launching the Canon Evangel Chapter 6, the final chapter in the first arc in let's see, on April 13th. That's a Monday. So yeah, Monday the 13th. I might be asking for it. At any rate, I hope to see you there, and I will definitely see you next week. And until next time, be good, but not too good.